slight bend to the knees, palms turned forward. Belly soft. Take a big inhale, scrunch up your fists. Make muscles, make everything tense, and then exhale, let your shoulders slide away from your ears, soften the fingers, soften the toes. Again, big inhale, scrunch everything up. Exhale and release. One more time. With your next inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, bring those hands down through the midline to your heart center. Pause with your left hand over your heart, your right hand on your belly. Take a big inhale and feel your chest, your ribs, your belly expand. Exhale as everything shrinks in. Release your hands nice and heavy by your side. Again, big inhale, float those arms up. Exhale, pull your hands down the center. Left hand to your chest, right hand to your belly. Soften the shoulders. Big inhale, feel everything fill up. Feel your heartbeat, the movement under your chest. Exhale as everything deflates, softens, sinking heavier. One more time, big inhale, maybe following those hands with your eyes, lifting your heart. Exhale, pull your hands down the midline, forehead, nose, lips, and chin. Left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Big inhale, fill up. Exhale, decompress. Let those hands drop down. Last time, big inhale as you sweep those arms up. And then as you exhale, lift your chest, lengthen your spine as you take a nice long fold over the legs, fingertips coming to your blocks, and bending the knees as much as you need to. Take a couple deep breaths here, letting the head, neck, and shoulders hang, the upper spine decompressing. Then on your next inhale, fingertips to those blocks. Lift your tailbone, lift your heart to a nice flat back. Exhale, soften the knees and fold heavier. Again, big inhale, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, soften the knees, fold heavier. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. On your next inhale, plug those blocks into the floor. Sit the hips back, lift your chest, and step your right foot back to a lunge, nice and long. Pushing back through the right heel, lifting your chest nice and tall. Tap the right knee. Big inhale, fill everything up. Exhale as you straighten the legs, lift your hips, let your head fall heavy and fold into a lazy pyramid pose. Inhale, tap the knee, lift the heart, fill the belly. Exhale, push down into the feet, lift your hips and fold. One more time, inhale, tap the knee, lift the heart. Exhale and fold nice and heavy. Now take that left hand on the inside of your left foot, pivot and turn to the right side of your mat in this nice wide straddle. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders fall. Hands can stay on your blocks or can walk down to the floor. Opposite elbows, maybe up to your ankles or wherever they feel comfortable. Take one more breath. And then inhale, walk those hands right back up to your blocks, nice flat back, and pivot around to the back edge of your mat. Now framing your right foot in your lunge. Left leg's back nice and long. Inhale, tap the left knee, lift your heart, fill the belly. Exhale, press down into the feet, lift your hips, drop your head. Again, inhale, tap the left knee, lift the chest. Exhale, drop the head, lift the hips and fold. Again, inhale, tap the knee, lift it up. Exhale and fold. Now walk that right hand on the inside of the foot. Pivot and turn to that long edge of your mat again. Exhale and fold nice and heavy, walking those arms wherever you like. Head, neck, and shoulders just falling. Press into the outer edges of your feet. Maybe a gentle bend to the knees to not strain the hamstrings. And then inhale again as you walk yourself back up to that flat back. Pivot and turn around to frame your left foot at the top of your mat. And then walk those blocks out of the way, plant your hands, and step your left knee back to match your right, and sit it back into child's pose. Belly, ribs, chest, and head nice and heavy. With every exhale, softening the belly, letting yourself sink a little bit heavier. And on your next inhale, walk those hands off the right side of your mat. Stack your left hand on top of the right. Drop your head back down and sit back into that left hip nice and heavy. Take a big inhale and fill those left ribs up with lots of space like a balloon. Exhale, sit back heavier in that left hip. One more time, big inhale, fill it up. Exhale, sit back. Inhale and walk those hands off to the left. Right hand on top of the left. Drop the head back down. Inhale and fill that right side up with lots of space. Exhale, sit back heavier, sink into that right side. One more time. Now inhale, put those hands right back to the center, spread out the fingers. Pull yourself up to all fours and slide those hands right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. Now as you inhale, tuck your toes, drop your belly, lift the crown of your head nice and long, cow. Exhale, press down into the hands and knees, tuck your chin, cat. Connecting the belly up strong. Big inhale, tuck the toes, lift the chest, lift the hips. Exhale, press down into the hands and knees, tuck your chin and round. One more time. Now inhale out to a nice neutral spine, belly still engaged, supporting the low back. And start to slide your right leg back, press through the heel. Make sure those toes are pointing down towards the floor. And then engaging, stabilizing everything through the core. Match that with your left arm reaching nice and long. Thumb pointing to the ceiling, shoulders still sliding down away from the ears. Take another deep breath. Keep pulling the belly up like it's a little crunch. And then drop that hand and knee down. Switching sides, extend that left foot back long, press through the heel, turn the toes down, engage the belly up like a little crunch, and match that right arm reaching nice and long, thumb up to the ceiling. One more breath. Now place the hand and the knee down, tuck those toes, spread out the fingers, and exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Press your thighs and your ribs together, dropping your heels. You can keep a little bend to the knees. And then maybe start to straighten the knees one at a time, walking it out, warming up more into the feet and the ankles. And then big inhale, lift the hips high. Exhale as you send the hips up and back, strong belly. Now inhale as you lift that right foot. Exhale, send your knee to your nose. Lift with your core to create space and step your right foot down. Tap that left knee all the way down and sweep it up to crescent lunge. So in crescent lunge, you can untuck those back toes. Pull the belly and the ribs in and up. So rather than sinking into the low back, we want to engage. It's going to feel a whole lot deeper for the hip flexor on the left side, although your back is going to look like the pose is smaller. And then turn those pinkies in, drop your shoulders down away from your ears. As you inhale, imagine you want to slide your foot and your knee together, lift it up. Exhale, maybe you have a little more space to sink in. A couple more times. Now on your next exhale, bring those hands down to blocks or to the floor. Tuck those toes underneath, lift that back knee. And then inhale, sweep yourself all the way up to a high lunge. Drive that back knee down again, finding that same release for the hip flexor. Belly and ribs pulling up, shoulders relaxed. One more breath. Good. On your next inhale, drop that left heel open. Your shoulders and hips open to the left side of your mat, and then bend deeply into this right knee. Shoulders relax and sink in. Warrior two. Now take a big inhale, reverse triangle, lift that right arm up nice and tall, like you're pushing up out of that right hip. And then exhale with a nice long torso, reach that right hand forward, get as long as you can, and then drop that right hand down lightly, fingertips on your shin or on a block. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. And you can keep this still, or if you want to add a little bit more shoulder and chest opening here, you can exhale, bring that arm down and around. Inhale, open it up over the top. And the next time you exhale, go ahead and bend that knee, cartwheel all the way down to frame that foot, and step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Drop the heels, push your ribs towards the thighs, keep the core engaged. And then inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, knee to nose, lift and step it through with your core. And tap that right knee all the way down, find crescent lunge, lift it up. Relax the shoulders, pull the belly and the ribs in and up. See how that changes the back and the hips here. And then from here, pull the knee and the foot together, engage. And exhale, maybe sink in a little deeper. One more breath. Now exhale as you place those hands down. Lift your back knee nice and long behind you. Get nice and heavy in the feet and light in your upper body as you inhale. Sweep it up, high lunge. Relax your shoulders, turning those pinkies in. Dip the back knee down and same feeling, belly and ribs in and up. Pause and find your balance. Now next inhale, open that right heel down nice and wide, sink into the left knee, hips and shoulders are square, and we open up this left knee out to the outer edge of the foot, sinking in. Relax the neck. Next inhale, reverse triangle, reach up out of this left hip, up out of the ribs. And exhale as you reach that hand forward, lots of space in your torso, light fingertips to your shin or to a block, and then open that right arm. If you want to, you can add some movement. Exhale, shrug that shoulder. Inhale, open the chest. And then the next time you exhale, let that arm come all the way around, bend the knee, frame your left foot. Now this time, step your right foot forward, exhale and fold at the top of your mat. Take a big inhale, sit your hips back, lift your chest nice and long, strong through the core, all the way up to stand, and exhale, bring those hands down to heart center. Ground down into that left foot as you peel your right foot up off the floor. Basic balance right here, or tucking that foot anywhere along the inside of this left leg. So down on the inside of the ankle, the shin, the thigh, wherever you are, press your foot and your thigh together, open up this right knee, keep the hips balanced. And then for just a couple breaths, you can play with the arm variations. Opening up tall. Keeping your eyes focused on one point to help with your balance. One more breath. Slowly control your knee back to the front. Step your foot back down. Ground down into that right foot, and we're going to lift right up into that opposite side balance. Left leg lifts. Stay here, or you can tuck that foot anywhere along the inside of that right leg, ankle, shin, or thigh. Pressing the foot and the thigh together, but not on the knee. And then maybe taking a couple breaths to play with the arms. Slowly, starting to control the arms, the knee back to the front. Step that foot down, ground into both feet. Take a big shoulder roll, shoulders up, back, and down. And then inhale as you open those arms up, thumbs up to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your thumbs down and place your hands behind your low back. You can clasp the fingers together and keep the hands on the low back. Inhale as you sit your hips back, lift your chest and fold, and you can keep your hands right here or extend those knuckles behind you up to the ceiling or let them fall over the top. Relax the neck, soften the belly. Take another deep breath. And then slowly bend the elbows, drop those fingertips to the floor. Plant your hands down and step your feet back to a plank. Inhale nice and long through the crown of the head and hold. A few deep breaths. Or pause and take this as long as you like. And then when you're ready, from your knees or your toes, point those elbows back. Lower your chest halfway down towards your elbows. Exhale. Inhale, press away from the floor. Exhale, elbows brush back by your ribs. Inhale, press away from the floor. Big exhale. However many you want to complete. And when you're done, lower that chest and chin all the way to the floor. Then soften the belly. Inhale, slide your chest through nice and long through the crown of the head. Cobra. Pinching your elbows and shoulder blades back. And then exhale, lower everything down. Slide those hands back, reaching your fingertips towards your heels. Keep your feet on the floor. Take a big inhale as you lift your heart. Keep your neck nice and long, eyes down, and reach those fingertips towards your heels. Exhale, everything falls down, eyes stay towards the floor. Inhale, reach the fingers back, lift the chest, reach to the crown of the head. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, last time, reach. Exhale, lower down. Take that right hand under your shoulder, left arm up by your ear, and just roll yourself over onto your back side. Scoot yourself into the center of your mat. And just feel your footprints on the mat. Feel your low back, your spine nice and neutral. Arms by your side, palms facing up. Now from here, grab onto a block, and on its widest, flattest setting, you're going to lift your hips, push your knees away from you to get your low back nice and long, and slide that block underneath your low back. Going into a good hip flexor release here, which is a nice reset for your low back. We're going to lift your left knee up to your chest and press your right foot down into the floor. So I want to hug this in nice and tight and pull my belly down towards the floor like a little crunch. So I feel like my pelvis tilts back off of that block a little bit. And then from here, you can intensify this by reaching that right leg long. Press through your heel. You can let it drop, but keep it active, reaching away from you. And you really want to tuck the belly down to get even deeper in that hip flexor. This is a really nice fix for the low back tightness and pain. One more breath. And then slowly start to switch. You'll feel some fluid, some warmth pump back into this left hip flexor. And then pull your right knee in nice and tight. Tuck the belly down, tuck your pelvis back. You'll feel like a little crunch pulling down towards the floor. Press that left foot into the floor, and if you're ready, extend that left leg long, press through the heel. Keep it active, but you can let it drop down. One more breath. And then slowly bring your both knees back together over the center. You'll feel that right leg release. And then while you're here, if you want to spend a little time with those legs stacked right over the hips, so not piping back over you, but keeping them right over the block, getting a little inversion. And after you enjoy a few breaths, or maybe a few minutes here, if you have the time, Slowly start to bend your knees down to the floor, 1 foot at a time. And one last position you could take here on the block would be feet together and knees falling open wide. So now this gets an even bigger opening sensation for the inner thighs and the front of the hips than you would without the block underneath your hips. Enjoy a few more breaths here. And when you're ready, gently bring those knees back together. Now we want to lift your hips up off the block and push your knees away from you so your low back is nice and long. You can remove this block, and as you come down to the floor, tuck your belly down and round your spine like a little crunch so you feel your low back and then your hips find the floor. And that low back should feel a lot deeper, closer to the floor, a lot more relaxed. And then from here, hugging those knees up over the chest, taking any little circles or rocks you like. And when you're ready, open those arms nice and wide and drop your knees to the left, keeping that right shoulder down. So letting the knees fall, you can stay right here. If it's too intense, you can take a block between the knees. Or if you want more of a twist, you can extend that leg and place a block under the ankle. Or just let the leg fall easy over the top. Big breaths and soften the belly. Let gravity take over. After a couple deep breaths, bend that top knee if it's straight. Lift your right knee and then the left to the center. Come back to neutral. Take little rocks or sways to reset. And then open those arms again and let your knees fall to the right, keeping that left shoulder down. And again, using a block between the knees if it's too intense today. Or maybe extending that top leg out on a block, or letting it fall easy over the top. Big deep breaths. Bend that left knee, lift it back up to the center. Slowly hug those knees in, give yourself little rocks, little circles. Any last poses that are calming to you, which may be different every day. Maybe you want happy baby, feet up, knees wide. Another reclined down angle with the feet together, knees wide. Another twist, another bridge, anything you need. But when you are feeling ready, walk those legs out nice and long. If your back is feeling more sensitive today, you can bend the knees and place the feet on the floor instead. And then let yourself come into Shavasana, palms up towards the ceiling, shoulders tucked a little bit underneath. And start to sink back into those deep breaths we started with. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Allowing yourself just to be on your mat. A few more breaths.